for the very latest news from Thailand. This is the Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. If you could like and subscribe, well, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.
The Royal Thai Navy has outlined a timeline of warnings issued to Thai shipping operators navigating the Strait of Hormuz, saying risk monitoring had been underway since late February. The statement follows the attack on the Thai-flagged cargo vessel MV Mayuri Nari near the strait. 20 crew members were rescued, while 3 initially remained missing and are now feared to have lost their lives, according to some Thai media reports. A Navy spokesperson said updated alerts and safety information had been regularly provided to shipping companies to assist with voyage planning. One of the most significant warnings was issued on March the 2nd, after reports that Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps had effectively closed the Strait of Hormuz. Ship operators were advised to avoid the area and were given preliminary guidance for navigating high-risk zones. Meanwhile, in Thailand, despite repeated assurances that there is no shortage of diesel, rural petrol stations in many areas are being overwhelmed by demand. Reports suggest farmers in particular are arriving with trucks carrying large drums ready to be filled. While city stations appear to be operating normally, concerns in rural communities are centered on the possibility that without diesel, farming operations could grind to a halt. At one station visited by reporters, queues of 40 to 50 vehicles stretched from early morning until late afternoon, many clearly loaded with barrels waiting to be filled. Petrol users are not experiencing the same rush, as there has been no comparable run on petrol supplies. Fuel prices are expected to rise gradually over the coming weeks, although the government is likely to limit increases in order to prevent transport costs from surging and pushing up the price of goods for consumers. And those consumers say they are already feeling the pressure. Across the country, many Thais say rising global energy prices and supply chain disruptions are pushing up the cost of everyday essentials. Low-income households and small traders in particular say the rising cost of living is beginning to strain already tight budgets. Business operators say they are also facing growing pressure from increased import and transport costs, making it increasingly difficult to hold retail prices steady. Farmers, meanwhile, are dealing with another challenge: the rising cost of fertilizer, much of which is imported. Some are now reviewing their crop plans, while others are discussing additional financing with their banks should agricultural input costs rise further. A 7-hour runway closure following a hard landing incident at Phuket International Airport affected dozens of flights and around 18,000 travellers. About 100 domestic and international flights were either delayed or diverted after an Air India Express aircraft experienced difficulties during landing. The aircraft's nose scraped the runway, prompting the temporary closure while safety inspections were carried out. Fortunately, none of the 133 passengers or 7 crew members on board were injured. However, delays of up to 7 hours were reported, with knock-on effects felt at other airports, both within Thailand and internationally. Police are also searching for a Russian man accused of sexually harassing a tattoo artist in Pattaya. CCTV footage reportedly shows the suspect approaching the 23-year-old woman under the pretense of looking at her tattoos before allegedly grabbing her chest and leaving quickly. The victim, Ms. Kuljasiri Sanjakorn, immediately filed a police report and provided the footage to investigators. Authorities say they are working to identify and locate the suspect with the intention of prosecuting. And finally, some local business news. Best wishes to Patrick, the longtime owner of Patrick's restaurant in Pattaya, who is expanding across the city. He has taken over the premises formerly occupied by Daddy Delhi on the so-called dark side, and is promising to bring his well-known culinary style to the eastern side of Pattaya. A quick reminder too that the daily news bulletin is replaced from 6 o'clock on Friday evening until 6 on Sunday with the What's On guide, highlighting events and offers around the city. You can also hear that through the live stream at alwayspattaya.com. And finally, the weather. The Meteorological Department says severe storms swept across parts of Thailand recently, bringing heavy rain, strong winds, hail and lightning, with flooding reported in several areas, including parts of Bangkok. For today, more unsettled weather is possible, although conditions are expected to improve over the weekend. In our region, expect highs of around 33 degrees, lows of 26, and rain at some point today, clearing in time for what should be a drier Sunday, if still hazy and humid.
Local and national news today from Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.